Welcome to Definition Amateur. Today we're looking at my 1965 Ford Galaxies. There's the washer. Son of a bitch. Gone to help pull up any of the adhesive that may be left behind. Gloves, because bad film etiquette, but I wanted to keep the door in this nice angle. Also, most of this is going to be fast forwarded, much nicer than the one we had before. This, I'm not really for sure, or a hot wire that's connecting this part. Let's see if everything seems to work. Sweet. Welcome to Definition Amateur. Today we're looking at my 1965 Ford Galaxies brake light switch. A little backstory: I came home yesterday afternoon, and after turning my car off, I noticed that my brake lights were still on. Did a little Googling and came across that the switch could be it, and after a $9 purchase, I'm hoping that to be the case. So cross your fingers as I will do mine, and we'll get working on this issue. All right, as you're looking right here is the switch that needs to be replaced. The terminal's kind of loose, and I think the spring inside is kind of stiff too, which is hopefully making my brake light stay on after the engine's cut off. Should be an easy fix, just replacing the pin that you kind of see right here that connects to the rod that goes back to your brake booster and your master cylinder. Hopefully we take this out without actually damaging it, because that's the only one I got. There's a washer that'll have to come off too, but make sure you keep both of those and keep the same alignment that you had before. There's not a lot of room in this car. I'm using just a pair of pliers because it's about all you need. And hopefully that will be all I need for the day. Now it's just to wiggle the piece off the pin. There's the washer. Make sure we save that. It should lift right on out. Awesome. There it went. Here's the new one that we'll be replacing the old one with. Much nicer than the one we had before. Now, maybe it was a focus before, but this is one we had previously in there. Like I said, this terminal is really loose. Kind of moving back and forth. So hopefully the new one will solve the problem. There's almost nowhere to grip. Put your hands on. Oh, son of a bitch. As you see, it's back on. Back in place. It's a little frustrating, but we did it. So let's put the washer back on and annoyingly figure out how to get this cotter pin back on. There you go, our pin's back on. All you have to do now is to connect the actual power wire, and that'll come next. So far, a much better fit. Now I'm curious, let's see. Oh yeah, that is awesome. Now let's also test to make sure this ain't a battery problem now. Turning on. Oh yeah, that is awesome. Has been Definition Amateur, doing things very amateurly.